You're listening to Into the Twilight, an independent, listener-supported show. Subscribe at patreon.com/intothetwilight for monthly bonus episodes, weekly shoutouts, a Patreon-only book club, and more. Thanks for support, and now, on with the show.
Now tuning in to Earbud Media. Audio for everyone.
I'm coming to you live from a new desk space, too. So,
Whoa.
Big moves happening here. I'm in front of a big-ass window, so I might see some squirrels, you know?
Oh, God. Okay.
That could be a fun addition to this.
Okay, so prepare for distraction central here.
Right, who knows, you know? Anything's possible.
Friends, we're here. By the time that you're listening to this, it's almost the end of September, so pat yourself on the back, you know?
Yeah, we made it.
Yeah, we're almost there. Congrats to yourselves. I am so glad to say welcome to Into the Twilight. We're here.
Yeah.
We've made it to another Monday, folks. Hello.
We made it. We're back again.
Just another manic Monday here.
Yeah.
I hesitate to ask you today, how are you? Based on this photo that you've shared with the class.
Yeah. You're not rocking with this? You're not rocking with this?
I'm scared by the look, and I'm confused by the look, and based on the background, I think that's Big Brother.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I guess that does answer a little bit of the questions, because I do know that background pretty well.
For sure. Listen, your observation skills are astute. You are correct in that I am talking about Big Brother, which is not a show I like to talk about in any capacity, because it is embarrassing to be a fan of. I own that, right? Like, I say this. I know this.
Yeah, I mean, we are held by gunpoint by Paramount, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Julie Chen Moonves is rapping at my door with a Bible, and she's gonna get me, you know? Yeah. If I'm not careful. By the time this episode comes out, this season will be done. There's really interesting things happening here, and particularly, I want to focus on this man pictured here, named Vince Panero.
Okay, that's a fake name, right?
Listen.
That's a WWE name.
Yeah, honestly, that would be great. I would love to see that. This man is 34 years old. He straightens his hair every single day, even though he has actually pretty nice curls, and wears a beanie almost exclusively.
So me in middle school got it.
Right. So you're kind of getting the vibe, right? Like, you kind of know what kind of guy this is, you know? And this man, you know, he's been applying for the show for 10 years. This is his dream. Like, he's obsessed with Big Brother, blah, 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 blah. Unemployed.
And made it this far as a superfan?
Yes.
Okay, work.
He is a huge crybaby and a huge complainer, and just a general kind of exhausting guy to probably live with and be around. What is notable here, though, is that he came into this competition with a long-term relationship.
No.
He has a girlfriend of 7 years.
Nope, not 7 years.
Who is at home watching, and this man has, I cannot stress this enough, been fully emotionally and honestly physically cheating on his girlfriend while being filmed and recorded 24/7.
24/7, because that is Big Brother, my God.
Like, on the Jumbotron, you know what I mean? Like, fully. And he, because he is the way that he is, and he's the kind of guy that he is, he's like, I would never do that to Kelsey. I love her, you know? Because he is very, very closely aligned, I will say, with this woman named Morgan. And they have been in the same bed together. No. They have been staying up all night, talking to each other, and also, like, getting into arguments that make it seem like they're a married couple. Like, truly personal, intense, like, staying up till the ass crack of dawn, looping over the same conversation and fighting with each other about the game, about other things. And they're also speaking in, like, essentially code, but it's incredibly obvious, of being, like, option 1, or, like, what happens in October. Like, we'll have an October conversation, meaning when they're out of the house. Listen, are the hugs very long? Yes. Are they in the hot tub frequently?
Ew.
Yes. Are they... like, there are definitely some boundary crossings on both parties here, but crucially, Vince Pinero is the one in a long-term relationship and is being like, this is my friend.
Kelsey, you deserve better.
Shout out to Kelsey, first and foremost. And also, like, cheating or any of these things is not, like, unique to this season. Like, Big Brother, people lose their fucking minds because you're in a saw trap.
Because it's physically torture. Right, yeah.
Right. Yeah, like, you're physically tortured, emotionally tortured, completely isolated. Like, people are not in their best minds and their best selves here, right?
But also, Kelsey, you were with a guy named Vince Pinera for 7 years, girlie.
Yeah, this jobless man.
Oh, God. This walking red flag, girlie.
This man is also, like, he's got no meat on his bones.
This is your man.
This is, yeah, like, what is happening here is diabolical because this man could not get it.
And yet, I've only kept up with this season through a streamer that I watch. But this motherfucker, I did not realize was a mess. He looks like he sounds like the princess voice to me.
Yes.
And I
100%.
just want to kick him in the throat a little.
Yeah, he is the most shove into a locker guy
No, literally, yeah.
you'll ever see, you know? I will also say, too, since you mentioned streamers, Morgan, the other woman in question here, was, before this, a Twitch streamer. And there are some very cringe clips of her trying to, game the Twitch game. It's hard work. She's doing it for the gamers, and that's fucking hilarious. And she says that unironically many times, and that's really beautiful to me.
I mean, listen. It takes a certain type of person to apply to Big Brother and then also to get on Big Brother. Mm-hmm. And to get on it to the last couple of days.
Yeah.
But my gosh, what a mess of a man.
Yeah. It's a trip. And it's also, it's unfortunate because there is chemistry in a way that is really fucked up. You can't root for that because that's bad. But it's also like, fuck, I don't think he's going to walk out of this with a relationship, you know what I mean, anymore. So, who knows?
I feel like I say this every time in Big Brother, but what a season to come back and see all of the news you've missed, huh?
No, literally.
The download they're going to get from the producers this year is a lot.
Yeah, they're in for a world of something,
Yeah, I feel like this might be one of those times where I'd be like, could I go back to the house, actually? Can I stay in my prison?
Yeah, you won't need this till July, so I can just hang out here, right? For a little bit. How are you doing? I am so excited. I almost picked this as my happy thing, so I'm glad
it was so
this.
So here's the thing. I almost chose something, but I don't listen to the podcast, so it would have been a fake fan thing of me. I almost chose the therapist clip about Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
And finding out that he almost was Tim Riggins. Because it was the first moment in time where I understood the hype about Glenn Powell.
Sure,
I've never understood it. But as soon as he mentioned Friday Night Lights, I was like, oh my God, that makes sense to me. But I didn't because I don't, that's not my truth there.
Yeah.
I have to talk about this because y'all know me. And this is just one, it's very indicative of the economic state that we're in. Because Miss Ma'am, the paycheck had to be so good for Elsie to do this.
Yeah.
So very much a recession indicator here. But I have to celebrate it for what it is. Which is, of course, that there's going to be a Laguna Beach cast reunion. A 20-year cast reunion.
God. First of all, my bones are dust.
I'm actually the crypt keeper. So we've been talking about this 20 years for Twilight. So keep in mind the same year that Pride and Prejudice, the first movie, came out, Twilight came out, and Laguna Beach premiered.
God.
Do you all understand the impact? That was 2005, because I don't think that you do.
Yeah, we need to wake that up.
It was such an important time in my life. I was wearing ponchos.
Totally.
The blue and brown and the pink and green aesthetics were everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You all don't get it, and I miss it terribly.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited for this. The fact that it is a Roku Presents kills me, by the way.
Yeah. What, like, sorry. How is MTV fumbling the bag on every turn this year, right? Like, they didn't even have the VMAs on their channel. They made it. What are you talking about? Like, and they're also fumbling the Laguna Beach. This is your domain. What is happening?
It's so bad. I found out about this because Lauren, who I don't follow, I'm not on Instagram and I haven't been for years. However, I find out about her annual summer photo dump through through Twitter and Instagram now. And it's infamous, right? Because Lauren is now very private, which goals.
Yeah.
She was wearing the Laguna Beach surf shop hat in one of her photos.
Thank God.
And I was like, what the fuck? Because what do you mean? So I was like, she's Easter egging. I know this. I've been trained. And then all of them, including, so at like 8:01, they all were able to start posting about this reunion. And I love this show. I love Laguna Beach. It's so comforting to me. It's so messy, but it was a time and you had to be there. And I'm very much looking forward to it, even though it's just a reunion. Love these people. And it is like peak television. We've talked about this because it's the same producer that went on to do The Hills and then fucking Selling Sunset.
Yeah, right.
And yes, it's fake now. I didn't know that it was fake then. It's so important, and I'm very excited about it.
We're so back, you know? I hate to be all, like, nostalgia pilled, whatever, but, like, Laguna Beach is so fucking good, dude. I don't know if I brought this up as a happy thing when we did this, but we did rewatch at least the first 2 seasons, because Nicole had never seen it before, and I was like, you need to know this about me. And
our culture.
My culture.
Yes.
Like, how this is. And it's so, like, how teen girl stuff and teen stuff in general is in that show, and it's so California in a way that is so familiar to me.
And that specifically was an aesthetic. Like I, in the Pacific Northwest, in like the end of elementary schools, like sixth grade all through middle school, that kind of like Hollister, Huntington Beach aesthetic was so popular when I was growing up.
Oh, yeah.
For no explicit reason other than we had the OC and then Laguna Beach and the Hills. Like that in itself of like shopping at Hollister and Roxy, the brand, was so popular. I lived nowhere near a beach that was warm and had warm water. And yet here I was trying to, you know, emulate their aesthetic.
Yeah.
And you have to know their culture to get it. You have to watch the show.
God.
Plus, it's just like, they were obviously still embodying a lot of femininity, right? And this is a very high tax bracket that I could not have anywhere close to it. But I see some of it in Laguna Beach, less in the Hills, a little bit. But it's just kids in a way that you don't have now. Like, I see some of these dresses, and obviously, again, it's a tax bracket that is unachievable, but they just look like kids.
Yeah.
And that is so refreshing to see. Where it's like, yeah, I could try to get Lauren's swoopy bangs. That was achievable. Back then. Man. Plus, I just grew up watching it. Like, these were reruns that were on all the time. So I appreciated it.
God, we're so back.
I miss television. I miss when television was real and on all the time. So I am very curious to know how this episode of Total Eclipse of the Heart did you.
God, we're making choices. I'll say that here. Yeah. Something that I found really beautiful about this is that, listen, Katherine is doing her Elena cosplay or whatever. She's like, you know, this is the best day of my life. Like, I love being Elena. Like, I'm young, I'm hot, I'm a vampire again. Like, let's fucking go, baby. And within that, she is trying to erase all of the, like, Damon-isms that are still attached, right? And what's so fucking funny is that she opens up her/Elena's phone, and she opens a folder called Pics of Us, excuse me, and deletes all of the photos of her and Damon, but also in that photo is a photo of Elena and Stefan.
The throuple allegations? Strong.
Never beating them. It's like, why are they all in the same folder, Elena?
Mm-hmm.
You need to do some phone management here. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you being like, keep pictures of me and Damon? Oh, there's Stefan. Weird. How'd that get in there? Excuse me. What's going on here? What's going on here?
I want to give the benefit of the doubt to Caroline and a little bit to Bonnie this episode. Mainly to Caroline, because Bonnie's going through this episode. She gets a pass.
Yeah.
But specifically to Caroline this episode, because I think there is a little bit of normalcy to right after you go through a breakup, going a complete 180 and almost like adrenaline where everything is fine. You are completely happy and you haven't hit that wall yet of letting the sadness hit you. So I think I'm trying to give Caroline the benefit of the doubt of she thinks that's what Elena, in quotes, is going through this episode. Yeah. However, they make a distinct decision this episode to show Caroline in like at least 2 times this episode watching Stefan and Katherine from the corner of her eye.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Miss Ma'am, you heard Katherine and Stefan hooking up not 2-3 episodes ago. How are you not seeing the parallels here? Because Katherine is doing a really shitty job this episode trying to be Elena. She is dickmatized.
Right. And that's so frustrating too, because, and we've beleaguered this a bunch of, like, how Katherine is just nothing now. Or at least anything that's interesting. Because her whole motivation now is just fully being dickmatized by Stefan and being like, I need to get him back, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, girl, first of all, get up. Like, what? Right. This is not you, right? And so much so that she is doing such a bad job of being Elena and being like, listen, my priority here is to get Stefan. I don't care if, like, Jeremy dies or something. And having to be like, hey, so we can't have your brother, in this moment, be in any danger at all because you're Elena now. Like, that's something we can't do because in this universe, that's your brother. Like, you can't, we can't do that just so you can, like, have a couple minutes to chat with Stefan. Like, can we be real? And it's like, in any other universe, Katherine would be, like, seeing this as, like, these are rash decisions. These are emotional decisions that are not actually based on what I need to do to succeed in this, right?
Yeah, we know in this story that Katherine knows how to play chess. She knows how to manipulate people. Right.
All this for Stefan? Like, you're going to blow your cover pretty early, right? On cohabitating and taking over Elena's body because of Stefan?
Come on.
What? What's up with that?
She was doing a pretty shitty job this episode. I'll say that. However, her reactions to Jeremy were so funny.
Yeah.
Not in a complimentary way, right? Because she was gonna blow her cover. However, as an audience member, her rolling her eyes, her saying ew, or like ugh, I think it was, to Jeremy when she had to give CPR were very funny to witness.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And that I appreciated, even though it was giving her away a little bit. But the amount of touching to Stefan this episode, the fake crying that she did, it's like, and this is very Katherine, right? Of her not paying attention to Elena at all. Like she hasn't been paying attention to how she acted. But it's like, Miss Ma'am, you haven't at all observed Elena in case you needed to do long-term reconnaissance. That's wild.
Yeah, dude. What are we doing here?
It is sad that in this episode there were parts where I was a little bit more engaged in Matt and his storyline than the whole ball that was happening. That's wild. Because they really skipped over Damon's full crash out. Them just randomly saying that Diane was in the basement. How'd that happen? When did that happen?
Excuse me, what?
Y'all had this whole party and the car is crashed into the front door and we don't get to see that? Rude. Rude, why? Why'd that happen? Mm-hmm. Also, I did take down, by the way, that when referencing Damon and Enzo, they said it was an unbreakable bond.
I mean, let's get into it. Let's open that up. Let's
Damon
see
was
what that Pandora's box.
An absolute nuisance this episode.
Yeah, for sure. He is fully on a bender. He is fully just like, fuck it, I'm gonna be the bad boy you all think I am.
You thought
like,
you'd seen self-sabotage before? Just
right, yeah. You got a whole other thing coming, my friend. Ooh-wee. So yeah, he's not doing so hot.
Yeah.
And that's tough, you know? And it's tough because it's also not, like, it wasn't Elena who broke up with him. It was Katherine, right? Like, this is all from something that is not even a foundation in reality, right? And it's like, that's tough, dude. That's tough.
Yeah, it's not great. Especially because Katherine, last episode, was like, you're a mess. You're destructive. You're not good for me. And he said, correct. Let me go right. Do exactly that.
Yeah. How about if y'all are gonna talk shit anyway? What if I just do the thing? You're gonna talk shit about.
Let me double down on that. Actually.
Yeah.
Also, did you think that Aaron's death was a little anticlimactic?
Yeah, like, okay, that feel like that was supposed to be this big old thing. And then now it's like, okay, Dr. West, now you're in trouble. And it's like, okay, I feel like we need to maybe mourn this kid, maybe a little bit more.
He's just in the trunk?
Right, he's just in the trunk, and like this lady comes in, what's her name? Sloan.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey bud, kid's dead, oops, not my fault, but, you know, I can maybe help you and figure your shit out if you just analyze some of this blood, thank you. And it's like, that's it? That's all that...
Yeah.
That's all that this is gonna be.
They were really building up Augustine to be a whole ding-dang thing, and now...
Right.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah. And now he's just in his lab being like, all right, try it again. It's like, okay, that's it? Okay. You're just gonna... Yeah. Okay. Sure. All right. Let's just keep it moving, I guess. Okay.
I thought, and maybe this is just because Wes is a nuisance and remembers a lot of things, but I thought when we last saw them being tortured, they destroyed the cannibal vampire injection that they had, and Elena took the plans. And yet in this episode, it seems like Wes was able to make that again very quickly.
Yeah.
So maybe he is more dangerous than I had presumed.
Sure.
Because he's not in a lab. He's in some sort of like abandoned building, hospital thing. And was able to just whip that up, no problem.
Right. I don't need my sponsors. I don't care. Like, I'll just do it in this, you know, ransacked place, whatever. It's like, okay. That's a little concerning. I gotta admit.
Freaks me out a little bit.
Don't love that.
I don't like that. Makes me very nervous. I found it not odd, I guess, but a little random how much beef Stefan had with Enzo off the jump.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Jealous much?
Yeah, sorry he was hanging out with your boy a lot, but
like,
do you blame him?
Yes,
you know.
Yes, Enzo is kind of acting as like an evil Jiminy Cricket, but Stefan, you didn't need to go right to death here.
Yeah,
Good
like,
Lord.
I think we're moving a little too fast here, I feel like, in terms of, and like very absolutely. Like, we're working in real absolutes here that I don't think is necessary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I found that very odd, especially because Enzo was like, if you're going to kill me, you better make it for real, because I've been through everything, my guy.
Yeah.
So,
right.
if you don't actually kill me, then I'm just going to come back and I'm going to like it. So,
Yeah.
do it or get out of my face. Sorry about it. There was a moment, what was it? I wrote it down, I think. Damon said, I think when he showed up for the ball, something about like writing a country song that I found really funny.
Oh,
he had some one-liners this episode that I thought were pretty good. But Ian was doing those wild eyes a lot.
Yeah.
He's unfortunately very good at doing those wild, like, crazed eyes. That he's freaks me out sometimes. I would love to know your thoughts on the swapping mom stories at the bar.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we got some mommy trauma here, baby. Let's go.
Which did come, unfortunately, with Tyler. However...
Yeah.
I mean, if they're gonna do it, we might as well get some goofs out of it, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm
it's just like Nadia and Todd. Like, why? Like, what a random link up. You know what I mean? Of just okay, Tyler and Nadia. And, like, also Matt around there. Like, it's just like, okay, B team, you know, for sure.
No,
like,
for real.
All right, let's work with our, you know, Tyler's very valid losing his mother trauma, and also Nadia being like, well, my mom, I also technically lost her, kind of, I'm not going to tell you what's really going on, but also, that was a weird situation, you know? Let's take shots. let's get drunk, baby. Let's go.
I wasn't sure at first what the point of it was. I mean, I know that we saw earlier on that Matt is being used as like an encyclopedia for Elena. But I couldn't figure out why they had Matt and Tyler again until we saw that Tyler was figuring out about the compulsion.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. Tyler going up to Matt and being like, you're being compelled. He's like, no, I'm not. Obviously, I would know. Because I have my vervain. And then he obviously does not.
No.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Also, it's just so indicative of every time. This happens every time. Every time Matt gets in a situation like he is, you know, possessed by someone for weeks at a time and no one really gives a fuck. You know, he like goes through these experiences where if anyone just talked to Matt, it would, maybe they'd be more helpful in terms of, hey, maybe this is familiar to someone, right? Because Matt is just having these side plots that are incredibly relevant to the main plot, but no one wants to check in and be like, hey man, anything weird going on lately? How are you doing? Like, what's up, bro? You know? Because I feel like him being like, oh yeah, this happened to me. Someone went inside of my body and soul and took over in the night for a long time. Maybe Elena's been acting a little bit weird. Perhaps there's something
which no
in
one's
relation
asked
to
him
that.
about, by the way.
No.
If someone had told me 4 seasons ago that Matt would be instrumental to solving multiple big bads in the show, I would have laughed in your face. Because, like, that
Completely.
guy, Matt. But unfortunately, it turns out that keeping one human who does not have powers, all of the creatures tend to flock to that one. And he actually has been very instrumental to helping figure stuff out. But nobody fucking talks to him because they're like, oh, that's just Matt.
Right.
He's probably fine.
Useless. You guys are useless.
Just so embarrassing. It's just... but Tyler, you know, stayed off the wings for 2 seconds and saw, well, of course, he's being tapped for information.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's going along with Nadia's plan. And here it is, Matt, of all fucking people, has clocked the whole thing.
Yep.
What, 24, maybe 36 hours after it happened? And nobody else has. This doofus.
I would, if I was Elena, I'd be so pissed. Like, if all of my friends and lovers and former lovers, like, did not clock that it wasn't me
and best
for
friends
even a day.
And brother.
Right, my own brother, anyone, people that have been my closest allies and friends for years and years at this point, gone through all the trials and tribulations of wacky stuff, and the only person to clock it is my ex-boyfriend from early high school.
From when I was a human.
Or when I was a human forever ago, Matt, who I don't even really talk to that much.
Yeah,
that's
from
bananas.
Like two like 1 minute conversations. And it was less that he talked to Katherine himself, but more so that people were asking weird ass questions about me.
Yeah.
And he was immediately like, well, 2 + 2 is 4. and 5 + 5 is 10. Then what the fuck is this? He did that with less interaction than all of these motherfuckers have had with Katherine.
Yeah.
Matt, of all people.
Yeah. That's embarrassing.
Embarrassing. When Elena comes back and finds that out, I hope that she whoops all of their asses. Bonnie is excluded because Bonnie was not really interacting.
Right.
And she had her own... She was training this episode, so I think she gets a pass.
Yeah, she's got a new witch. She's got a new witch friend.
Right.
She's
busy. So she gets a pass. But everyone else is on Elena's shit list when she comes back.
Yeah.
Because what do you mean?
Tough. Yeah. God, you got no friends. That's proof you got no real ones.
Right. That
in your corner.
That means that you are surrounded by ops, Elena.
Yeah, for real.
It's so embarrassing. By the way, the concept of the ball that they're going to is very funny. And very college, so I do appreciate that.
The bitter ball, baby.
Yeah,
single
this like
girlies.
jaded lover thing. Did you happen to look at the wiki for what the hashtag was for this episode?
I did not, but I'm here now.
You should.
Oh, no. Oh no. Bitter blue ball?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's really tough.
2014 Twitter right there.
Jesus Christ.
So that's...
Wow.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong with what's happening, right?
It's not wrong, but it is... Must we?
Right.
I do love, too, that, like, bless Caroline's heart of being, like... Because she keeps trying to be like, we're going to have a normal year. Girlie, I hate to break it to you. I think we are past the point. I hate to break it to you. I think we are absolutely past the point of you having a normal freshman year of college. I think we just got to put that dream to bed. But I appreciate her continuing to try.
You are about a month and a half into your second semester.
Right.
Let's start.
I don't think we can make this up. I don't think we can get back to starting point here, okay?
Yeah. Let's start year 2.
But she keeps trying, and I love that for her, and just being like, listen, we've all are going through breakups, except Bonnie. You go, girl. But, like, we
but
are
she's single adjacent.
She's single adjacent. It's fine. And we're gonna just, like, do this for us, and be with us, and fuck anyone that we've previously dated. No, We're not thinking about any ex-boyfriend, period. We are moving forward, and I love that. Will these people listen? Absolutely not. Of course. Even if it was Elena in there, I think that advice would also be hard to hear, right? Like, I don't think she would go with that plan anyway. But especially since it's Katherine, that's tough, you know? But God bless her for trying, you know?
I am really proud of them for going to and taking a sociology class, though.
Yeah, hey. Who can even tell what their majors are anymore? It's really...
Who's to fucking say?
Who knows?
I have no idea. Yeah, no, I have no idea. So this is the second time that we found out that Grams ran occult studies at this college. Yeah. Love this college, by the way.
Yeah.
It would never exist in our present day, but I love that for them. Very interested in Miss Ma'am here, this new witch, who is like, listen, I just want to go to my classes. I just want to work my job. Yeah. Fuck y'all for this. I don't want to know about vampires being real. I just want to get my paycheck here, and then I want to fuck off.
Yeah.
So please don't make me, for my first spell that I'm learning intentionally, be an intermediate locator spell. Thank you. Goodbye.
Right. Yeah.
But Bonnie's like, listen. Bonnie, by the way, who we all know, immensely patient and kind and focuses on pleasantries, throws all that fucking shit out the window here.
You listen here, bitch. You
Says,
can help me out.
Listen, I'm usually very kind, and I want you to know that. I'm not today, though.
Right.
Because my hot-ass boyfriend has a black eye and might actually die after this, and I need you to step up.
I know we met 45 minutes ago, but you need to do me a huge solid right now because
But
you owe me. Right. And listen, I can empathize with the fact that Bonnie has been the only witch, really.
Yes.
For a long time, you know?
Yes.
And that's a very exhausting and lonely place to be. Especially when most of your chucklefuck knucklehead friends don't
Can't do
appreciate
anything.
what you do for them on a daily basis and save their asses time and time again. I think that's very frustrating. However, it's so fucking funny for her to immediately clock this person sitting next to her in class while she's just trying to, like, spin her pen with her powers. Just trying to, like...
Effectively kicking a hacky sack, by the way.
Right. She's using witchness as a party trick, and that's awesome. That's super sick. Like, because otherwise, it's really an emotional toll. It's a physical toll. It's a lot of commitment, you know?
Yeah, she's like stewing in class, and Bonnie's like, witch.
Right. I saw you at the Devil's Sacrament. You need to come with me, okay?
Bonnie's like, I'm going to tell Jenny Proctor if you don't get my boyfriend out of here.
Yeah, your ass is grass, baby, okay? Like,
I know how to send you to hell.
Right. Yeah, and I'm gonna send you on the way out, motherfucker. You're gonna go through me to do that. So
Bonnie's so used to like not asking people for help that she only goes to threats. Like she doesn't know how to politely ask for help.
Yeah, and she's like, I am essentially a stranger to you, right? Like we don't know each other. Like we just sat next to me in class one time, and now I am indebted to you, or have to help fix your boyfriend and figure that out. Great, I love this. I hate making friends in college. This sucks.
Yeah. So real. Oh, poor thing. I felt really bad for her. It's also funny, too, because this is the first time that we've really seen Bonnie guide another witch.
Mm-hmm.
Which I love seeing. I think Bonnie, in any other circumstance, would be a really great teacher for other people.
Sure. Yeah.
If she wasn't, one, on a time crunch, and then two, having people that she cares about being threatened there. Right. She'd be great at it. So I felt really bad there. I also felt really bad for Jeremy because, one, he didn't want to go to this dance. He just wanted to go hook up with Bonnie, which, fair.
Sure.
You know that he doesn't like to be in those uncomfortable shoes. But then he was like, well, if I have to go, I just want to go and dance with you. And then he doesn't even get to do that. He has a black eye from Enzo. And then Enzo doesn't even do the, like, things that Klaus would do of, like, putting a dagger on his neck and threatening. He goes straight to a bag on his face.
Yeah. Like,
just
let's
to 100.
Practice subtlety a little bit here.
Right.
Restraint.
Enzo, come on, my guy.
Yeah.
Jeremy's a hunter. You can't just do that. Also, where's his ring, by the way?
Yeah.
I don't know that he would have actually died, but can we not do this, please? I haven't seen Jeremy in a couple of episodes. Good lord. Yeah. There was another thing from this scene that I thought was interesting. Oh, I wonder if Klaus, like, comically felt this when Caroline shredded his horse drawing.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, just a pang of, like, something has shifted. Something happened.
Because the idea of a shredding station, so funny.
Yeah.
But her just putting that through was very good to me. Mm-hmm. I hope that it was valuable, relieving for her.
Sure.
I hope that it helped, because she needed it. The one thing that stood out to me, well, Stefan was being weird this entire episode.
Yeah.
But I could not figure out why he was going along with Elena this entire time. Like all of the touchy-feely stuff. It was very odd to me. And when he finally does his, like, a monologue at the end of, like, oh, I've been waiting for my brother to screw up. But I actually did like how he was. Sir, what is this?
It just feels like it's a nice sentiment, right? But it feels so out of nowhere, right? And, like, it feels like they were just being like, we need to have, like, the final word here of this. Obviously, It's not like there's gonna keep being developments in this fucking trio or whatever, but, like, it feels like they're positioning Stefan to be like, you know, Damon was always on his side, and he was, or like, getting on his nerves and all these things, and he was still not over Elena, yada yada yada, and like being this, putting this nail in the coffin of like, he stepped up more than me, and I couldn't be there for her like he was, and it was actually really cool of him to like continually be there, and I'm not gonna like try to fuck with that anymore, even if they're not together right now or whatever. And it's like,
so it was about you, Stefan, and not
it's like your positioning of also realize you could not beat him, quote unquote, in this competition of being in a relationship with Elena, you know, and getting the prize at the end or whatever, which is always what this has been about. But like having this sort of like retconning overcorrection of, you know, she made him better, blah blah blah, like that I was always like, I did not get better with her. I became worse, mostly. Like, it became awful and really bad with her.
Right.
It's like, it's not untrue, but it just feels random, especially when it is bookended by Damon going off the fucking deep end and no one actually having this conversation with him, right? Like nobody's actually talking to him and holding him and be like, hey, man, are you good? No. And it's like, so this conversation is meaningless, right? Like, nothing happens here, and now you're just getting, like, very close FaceTime with Katherine / Elena. It's
because he says all of that to Katherine,
right?
But the only thing that he says to Damon specifically is, don't bother coming back to the house.
Yeah, right.
And Damon being like, well, you didn't fire me, I quit because I wasn't planning on coming back anyway.
Right.
So, Stefan, that's not... You can say all these nice things to Katherine about your brother, that you care about him, that the changes that he made with Elena were important and meant a lot to you. But the only thing that he knows is that you want him to kick rocks.
Right, yeah. You can't have this conversation after that fact, right? And be like, oh man, he's such a good guy. And it's like, he was right here, and you just told him to eat shit. Like, what? What's the
and
truth,
to go be
Stefan?
with his boyfriend. So he doesn't know
and now
any of that.
Right. He missed that whole thing, and also now it's like the say nothing or say something, I'm giving up on you, needle drop.
No,
like what?
Literally. Which is, by the way, the most supernatural thing this show has done. Like, I've seen this in the other CW show that I watched. Yeah. And y'all don't want me to think this is gay? Okay. Sure. Sure. So, first of all, rip to that janitor, by the way.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happens now. Because I thought both of them got injected from the Travelers.
Yeah.
Which, that was weird, by the way. That little crossover. Where Wes was like, oh, my lackeys. Because I didn't think that those two groups knew each other. But what happens now that Damon, who vampires have always been queer-coded, but now he's a cannibal vampire? Okay. So...
It's gonna be fun. Gonna be fun.
Damon, I do have a list, actually, for you, if that's where we're going.
Right, if you want suggestions
Right.
of your next couple meals over the next few days.
Yeah, we could
do
just
have
start
some
heading
suggestions.
south.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
that's where we're going here. If this, by the way, if this ends with Enzo getting got, first of all, the fan edits would be wild.
Yeah.
But
the poeticness of that all.
I will not be able to watch the show anymore because that will be so sad. That will wreck Damon immensely.
Yeah. Oh, God. You know they gotta do it, though, right? They're probably just
I
fucking
know.
rubbing their hands together like evil little sickos.
Just absolute nasty. Ugh. I didn't realize, by the way, I mean, obviously I did, but it hadn't connected to me until this episode, that this was the first time that Bonnie met Enzo.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Which was wild. Very weird. I forgot, because Bonnie and Jeremy have been watching Real Housewives together. I don't know what they've been doing.
They've been cleaning out, yeah.
Yeah, they've been hanging out together. I don't know. I don't know where we go.
Yeah.
From here. I know that so next episode is titled No Exit, which I just found out from the wiki is after a 3-week break.
Yeah.
Because if I forgot the Sochi Winter Olympics, of course.
Sure.
Obviously. But I'll be curious to know how long this little thing lasts of Damon being a cannibal, and then also Nadia has Matt now.
Yeah. Oh, brother.
So these two are a kind of a thing. But we only have theoretically 8 episodes left in the season. I don't know if this is a 22 or a 23 episode season, but not too many, theoretically.
Yeah.
Damon, it looks like from the photo we have here, is in chains. So that's fun.
Fork found in kitchen, unfortunately. This dude loves getting tied up. He
does love that, unfortunately.
He can't get it out.
So we will watch this next week, but in the show, when this came out, it was 3 weeks after.
Hell yeah.
Interesting. We have some amazing patrons to thank. Would you like to start us off?
Absolutely. Thank you to Greg Lautner.
Ooh, thank you to April Dobrev.
Ooh, thank you to Sean Salvatore.
Ooh, thank you to Megan Pattinson.
Ow. Thank you to Katya Karp.
Ooh, thank you to Genevieve Morgan.
Ooh, thank you to Danielle Burke.
Ooh, thank you to Janae Bennett.
Ow. Thank you to Dan Zeklos.
Ooh, thank you to Emily Zara.
Pew pew. And last but certainly not least, thank you to Jaylene Ivishkov.
Ooh. Ow. I have a fanfiction for you. This is by the author K. Petrova.
Okay.
And it is titled, Don't Let Me Break a Nail on Your Heart. The summary of this is, a woman wakes up as the infamous Katherine Pierce, and the world shifts to accommodate. Unfortunately for her, it shifts a few degrees more towards the monstrous. And this is it looks like it is tagged Elena and Stefan, which I unfortunately did not realize when I found it. However, it has quite a few kudos on here. So, if you are looking for a tag of Banff, Katherine Pierce, and I haven't read the word Banff in a while, and also a character of Damon Salvatore's Raven, please enjoy this fanfiction. And also, please never forget that Damon can turn into a raven.
Gosh, never, ever forget it. Even if he does, constantly.
Even if he and the writers do, please never forget about that. We have some amazing bonus content coming up on the Patreon. I need to set a reminder for myself coming up to start watching the originals, because I keep thinking, it keeps coming up and being recommended to me, and I'm like, no, I can't watch that. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I can. But we have a very special commentary coming up.
Yes.
That will be available for folks. So get excited. for that.
Let's go.
I'm very excited for it. And tell your friends about the show. Tell your family about the show. Tell your local raven about the show so that they can spread the good word. And as we say here in the Pacific Northwest,
get bit.
Ooh.
Ow. You've been listening to Into the Twilight, an independent production by Earbud Media. You can support the show by subscribing to our Patreon at patreon.com/intothetwilight, or rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. You can send us a backstory or a fanfiction at intothetwilightshow@gmail.com. Our music is by Eli Krause, and our art is by Maddie Padilla. You can find me on Twitter at Cody Corral and Allie at Many Are the Stars. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Earbud Media Production. Earbud Media, audio for everyone.